Alright, fellow YouTubers, KAl-El Collectable Toys for 2 here to bring you a review this time on NECA's Superman figure based off Superman the movie. As you can see, it comes in a very nice box with a window-based look, and there is the Superman logo in silver or platinum, whatever you want to call it, and you see it's based off of where he used to stay to talk to the conscience of his father. Let's take a look at the rest of the box. On the left side, it's a continuation as on the front, and on the right side, it's a continuation of the front too. And here at the top, it's really cool. It says Superman the movie, looking pretty cool. On the back, you can tell it has a very nice picture of Superman there. Looks pretty cool. And now let's see what it says. And it says, rocketed to Earth from dying planet Krypton, baby Kal-El was found by a farming couple who named the boy Clark Kent and raised him as their own. Discovering his enormous powers, they instilled in him strong moral values and inspired him to become a hero. Now disguised as Clark Kent, bumbling, mild-mannered reporter for the Daily Planet, he uses the powers given to him by Earth's jealous sun to wage a ceaseless battle against crime and injustice. Superman the movie. Images of prototype shown. Final product may vary. Alright, so that's a quick look at the box. Now on to the actual figure. Alright, and here's Superman, aka Christopher Reeves, out of the box. It is a pretty nice figure. He is a bit on the skinny side, but I'm still glad I have it, and they did nail the face. So let's get into the details right quick. So here up close on the face, you can tell they really did nail it. It looks just like Christopher Reeves. I'm not disappointed at all. I do like how it came out. As you can see, he does have piercing blue eyes. They did an awesome job on how that turned out. And I do like the tone on his lips, though they actually came out really good. And you can see his chin. They really completely nailed his facial structure for this figure. This is the only thing that kind of stinks is up close. As you can tell, they did mess up on the neck. I don't know if blue got scraped on there or if underneath the flesh tone it is blue, but I do have a few scratches on mine. As you can see, they did give him dark, shiny hair. I'm glad the paint they used on it makes it kind of look like it's slicked back, or like he used a lot of gel. And I do like that little curl he has on the front of the hair. So I love that they included that. So that looks very nice. I do like how the hair looks. It's perfect for this type of Superman figure. Also, one part I really do like, and I haven't seen this in a long time on the figure, is that they did actually include a cape that is cloth. So this cape is completely cloth, and I do like how it came out. And then I do like how they have the S on the back. Whenever you open the figure, they actually have the cape kind of folded up like this in the back for some reason. And you kind of have to unfold it. So as you can see, it can fold out that far. And then that's it, like basically right there towards the middle. But it has some wrinkles because it was, well, at least for mine, it was squished in the back and you could barely see it. But that does look very nice, and I do like how they did that cape. To me, I like it like spread out like that. So that came out really cool. And I do like how the cape is connected like at the top of the chest around the neck. It's connected in there. It's not trying to fall out. And if you look close in there, you actually can see the holes from where it's tucked up underneath, like the bottom of the neck on both sides. But that still came out very good. S on the chest came out very good. You don't really get that many figures that are really bright colors, but they made it suit completely bright colors. So that's a very bright yellow, bright red, and a bright very light blue. I do like that. I do not know how they did the texture, but like as you can see the lines from where they painted it or how the suit's made. It looks like the fabric was kind of how it was in the movie. In the movie, you could really not see that much muscle, but mostly his rib cage. So they did capture his rib cage on this figure too. So I do see where they were actually going with this figure. Around his belt, it doesn't look that bad or anything, but as you can see, they did yellow. So it's a lot of yellow there, and it just looks the same on both sides. This is the back of the belt, and it looks the same. Like I said, to me, they did an awesome job where they painted the belt. It does look good, even though a little yellow had got onto the back there. So I do like how they did that. I do not understand why this is made where there's a huge slit there. I do not know what's going on there. Like, it doesn't move, and it's stuck like that, but that's on there. I do not know why. It looks kind of weird. And also, as you can see here on the hands, the part where the arm can bend is actually the skin tone color here and here. But then if you look on the front, here is actually blue. So it's not the skin tone color on these. I would have rather the skin tone on the front be the skin tone like color, and then on the back it be just the flesh color. But as you can see, the legs still look good how they did. I do not know what type of paint they used, but I do like how it turned out. And I do like all of the lines that's in there. You can even see where there's a lot of articulation where the leg is stretched out some. I do like how they did the knees. As you can see, it looks like the knees actually stick out a little bit. It's showing his knees through like the skin tight suit. So that looks good. But one of my favorite parts is the boots. I do like how they actually included wrinkles throughout the boots, and I do like how it's even a few wrinkles on the bottom. So I do not know why, but that's like my best part is the boots. Also, he does come with these interchangeable hands. I do like the interchangeable hands, and I do like how they put a lot of detail into them. As you can see the knuckles and the veins. You can see where his fingernails are. I do like how they even put a little bit of detail into right here around the knuckles. So they did an awesome job on the hands. It all looks good. They even have the ridges on the inside of the hands. So this has really blown my mind, the detail they have on these. The reason I will not show you how they're posed is because you can see some of the blue paint is already starting to come through here, and I haven't even really touched these or tried to bend them. So I know if I try to stick them in there, it's going to mess up the blue paint like it did here on his actual hands. So what I'm going to do for right now is I'm just going to hold on to them. But yes, he does come with these two hands, which he would look really cool if he was in a flight pose. Also, I think the boots look really cool from the back. Just wanted to show you. So they have a line going through them and at the top, and you can still see a lot of wrinkles. All right, well, I really do like this figure, but it's some things that I look at and I'm wondering, like, what were they thinking? If you look here at the arms, like, I get like he wasn't that huge and he was really like slender, but it's still Superman. They made his arms like extra small. It doesn't look like he has that much muscle. And then it looks like his chest caves in a little bit. So you see how this is? It looks like they made something here just doesn't completely look right. It looks like this is too wide, or they should have made the arms like bigger. It's like, it looks like something is kind of unproportionate on here, but he was skinny, but they could have made him a little bit bigger. So my real complaint, I don't even care that it's a scuff here at the top of the shoulder or that some of the paint's on the neck. That happens. But here, this is the actual sculpt, and it does look like it's a bit too small. So I do not understand that. One thing that's a little different is here on the Superman logo, you can see there's a line clearly indented across it. So I do not know why. I don't remember a line like really showing. I feel like the actual symbol should have probably stood out a little bit above that, but hey, it's still cool. All right, now let's look at the articulation. Here we have it where the leg can bend that much back, so it can't really bend back, but it can come forward just a little bit. This is a DC collectible, so I'm not expecting too much articulation, and the ankle pivot is just a little bit there. Cannot twist at the shin. The leg can the knee can actually bend about that far. So to me, that's a pretty good range of motion for it. The legs can actually spread out pretty far. So I wasn't actually suspecting him to be able to spread out that far, but as skinny as they made it, and you can see the ball joints that's in there, they did make him where he could actually spread out his legs. And as you can see in here, this plastic is different from what's actually made from the legs. So I feel like this is made for articulation, and this was made for the sculpting for the look, which they did a great job on. Now, it can actually kick forward this much and go that back. So it can go all the way back. It's like what's here, this will actually spread out with it. So you see how it is? It can actually spread with it in case you want to get more motion. But you have to be careful because as you can see, it looks like it's stretched out a little bit, or like his underwear is a bit too big. See? So I'm guessing because I stretched that out, it might be a little hole there or a little gap in there that you can see, because this is made out of, like, this is made rock hard, but the red is kind of made, it feels a little rubbery. But anyway, there's no type of ab crunch for real, as you can see. Let me see. Pretty much, oh wait, yes it is. That does count as an ab crunch. So it can move that far forward and that far back. I do not know why, but right here is really shiny. I don't know if that was supposed to be the glue or what, but that part is shiny at the bottom. It doesn't show if I have them that far down, but it's showing a little bit, and it can twist here at the torso too, so it can have full range of motion if you want it to twist. So that's pretty cool. The arms can actually not go out that far, and if they can, I'm too scared. As you can see, they look like they actually can go out further, but mine will not go no further than here. Like, this arm will not move anymore, and this arm will at least go that far. And here you see it'll actually bend close to a right angle, but it's not even reaching a right angle. The wrists can twist and they can bend. So that's pretty cool how they can pop. But if I keep trying to bend this wrist, as you can see, it'll easily peel off the skin tone, and underneath is the blue. So as far as the neck goes, he can look that far down and he can look that far up. So he does look up pretty good, and he does look down. He can turn side to side. It can go around, but you start to get a little friction when you go to turn between the jaw and where it's turning around. So to be safe, I wouldn't try to turn it like in a full 360 or pull some type of exorcist like on it. But past that, it's a really good figure. I do not know why, but I feel like the best part they did on this was the legs. I do like the legs. I do like the articulation in them. And I do love a figure that can stand good on its own. Most likely, I would have this figure standing like so, with his hands on his hip, just saying, hey, I'm Superman. I was the first one to really come to movies, and I'm really awesome. But I love that he can stand on his own. I wish he would have been a little bit bigger, but they nailed the colors. And one of the other best parts is the cape. I do love the cape. Most likely when it's in the box, it's going to be squeezed like this, and you're going to have to spread it out. But over time, when that cape stands out, I do like how it looks when it's spread out on the back. So that looks very good. This is an awesome figure, and if you're a fan of Superman, or at least the movies or the old movies, I would pick him up. And he does look like the spinning image of Christopher Reeve. So yeah, this has been a review by KAl-El Deadpool Toys 12 on the NECA Superman figure from the movie. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Leaving so soon? Alright, have a good day.